What's up, enthusiasts? It's your boy Rob, back with another video. Looks like GW has this community in a tizzy once again. So if you are not privy to what's going on in the Warhammer space, or Warhammer 40k space that is, there is a addition to the lore that GW has claimed is not an addition. It's always been there. So this obviously has the community up in arms about what is maybe a retcon, or I don't know, maybe you shouldn't consider this a retcon. Maybe this is whatever GW considers it to be. So the Adeptus Custodes Codex recently was released, and if you guys haven't seen, Ash Barker, Guerrilla Miniature War Games, does a great review on it. You guys can take a look. But within the pages of that codex, there is a bit of a story about a brand new face to the world, to the lore of Warhammer 40k, and this face just happens to be female. A female Adeptus Custodian has been introduced to the lore. Now, this is where the pushback from the diehard fans is coming from, because they are saying, hey, wait a minute, who is she? Where's she come from? She hasn't been here. While on the GW writers side, they're saying, wait, no, there's always been female Adeptus Custodes, so this ain't nothing new. Now, clearly, that's not going to fly with the community, because they know it's BS, and she was made just to maybe check some boxes or what have you, for whatever reason. So, as a guy on the outside looking in, I sympathize with the community to an extent. Now, GW has every right to introduce a character to their lore and give them a backstory, but I think it's the way you present it to the community. Now, had GW said, this is a retcon, we are now adding this character in, we're dropping her in, and we're now going to say that female Adeptus Custodes are a thing, instead of trying to sell it or pawn it off as, no, you guys are wrong, it's always been a thing. Now, the community members have been combing through the literature of the 40k world and just pointing out in the text that at no time was the Adeptus Custodes referred to as female. It was always used with a male connotation, and now to make this change just doesn't sit well with them. Guys, I think it's not that big of a deal, and maybe I'm saying that because I'm not necessarily all in on 40k. Whereas if this had, say, been Conan and they were trying to make some drastic change, like making Conan a female or something in a future movie, I could have an issue with that, because I mean, Conan, he is like pure masculinity, 80s action hero style, and that would just be too drastic of a change. And maybe that's not, that's apples to oranges, and maybe that just won't apply here, because them introducing a new character isn't necessarily changing a character, but with them adjusting or making this change to Adeptus Custodes, that is telling of the time. I mean, here's the thing. The Adeptus Custodes are these 10 feet tall super soldiers that are like the yes men for the Emperor. No, not that Emperor. That's the one. When you are making any sort of changes to an established setting, you need to be very careful, tread very carefully, because you can disrupt your foundation of your lore, especially in this case with them being so close to the Emperor. So guys, I don't have a dog in this fight. This introduction to this new character does not bother me in the slightest, and even if I were playing 40k religiously, I don't think it would bother me. Vote with your wallets, or let your voice be heard with your wallets, guys. And if it's not something you want, you don't buy it. But this is some work that they've taken time. Someone's taken time to craft and decided it was good enough to put in their books. So I think they may just be trying to appeal to other members of their audience, and I think this is a good way to do it. You guys let me know down in the comments. Do you have any opinions on this or anything like that? Leave your comments and I'll make sure I entertain them as best as possible, as soon as possible. And if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, I'll see you when I see you.